All right, boys and girls, are you ready to read our Friday story? Yes, me too. I'm very excited. Anne's Hat Box. Remember, we talked about the word top hat, this tall, fancy hat that we're going to see in our story today. Now, remember, after the story, you have a special paper where you can write the word and draw a picture. Maybe you can draw you with a top hat, or maybe you could draw Abraham Lincoln with a top hat. I can't wait to see your drawing and illustration. Anne's Hat Box. Let's read to find out all the different types of hats that Anne has in her box. And remember that this apostrophe S right here in her name lets us know that something belongs to someone. This hat box belongs to Anne. It is hers. Anne's Hat Box. Anne sets a box of hats on the bed. Which hat is the best? Anne asked. Is this black top hat the best? No, Zach says. That one has a big dent. Oh, and it really does. It truly does. I see the dent right here that Zach is talking about. Do you see that dent? Yes, we had the word dent in our story when we talked about the ship. Remember, Zach's dad had dents in his ship? Is this one the best? Asked Anne. No, says Zach. That's a nap cap. Is this one the best? Asked Anne. No, says Zach. This one? Anne asked. Yuck, says Zach. That's funny. This hat that Anne has on, they call it a nap cap. Yes, a nap cap is something that long ago people used to wear to go to sleep at night when they wore their gowns or their pajamas. Anne picks lots of hats. Zach says no to all of them. Then Anne picks a red hat. Is this one the best? Anne asked. Yes, Zach says. That red hat is the best. That was a good story. I wonder if you agreed that this hat was the best. I wonder if you thought the same thing that Zach did, or if you liked another hat better. Oh, I tell you what, Miss Notkin kind of likes this hat right here the best. But that's just my opinion. That means how I feel. Are you ready to answer your questions? All right. Our first question is, what did Anne set on the bed? Ooh, what did Anne set on the bed? Let's go back into our story. I'm going to let you really look at your illustration to see what she set on the bed. Do you have your answer? Yes, look at your illustration. You learn lots of important information about a story from its pictures and its illustrations. Anne set the box of hats on the bed. So when we answer that question, we want to answer it in a complete sentence. What did Anne set on the bed? Anne set the box of hats. So we're going to write that in our answer. We're going to write Anne set the box, and excuse Miss Notkin's pen, of hats. And we're going to put our period because we have our telling sentence. Ooh, number 2, which hat had a dent? Oh, remember, we have to read with understanding. And I remember when I read that story, oh, I know which one had a dent. Let's go back into our story. Yes, were you thinking the top hat? You were right. The top hat had a dent. So we're going to write that in a complete sentence. The top hat had a dent. Good. Remember that when you answer a question, you want a complete sentence, and that's what you want to write, not just a word or words, but a complete sentence. Number 3, did Zach pick the nap cap? Yes, were you thinking that the answer was no? I remember, let's go back into our story. Ooh, look right here. Is this the best? Ask Anne. No, says Zach. That is not the hat that Zach chose. So think about what we could write for that answer. Did Zach pick the nap cap? We could write, Zach did not pick the nap cap. Now, if you have your own sentence that you would like to write, you absolutely can do that. You can write a different sentence that answers the question. Zach did not pick the nap cap. Let me erase that a little bit. He did not pick the nap cap. All right. Now, remember, you always can write your own answers to these questions. I want you to do your own thinking. So it's okay if your answer might be a little if worded a little differently than Miss Knockhands. That is perfectly okay. Now for number 4, it says, Zach said that was the best. Let's go back and try all of these. Zach said that the red hat was the best. Zach said that the nap cap was the best. Zach said that the top hat was the best. You're right. It was the red hat. He loved the red hat the best. So we're going to circle that one in. Oh, and now it's a fun time. You get to do your illustration. So in the box, you're going to draw a part of the story, and then you can write some words about it. Not a sentence, but some words. So if you want to go back into your story, maybe you could choose your favorite hat. Maybe you really like that nap cap that Anne had on. So maybe your picture could be, maybe it could be Anne. Miss Knockhands wants to try that again. Let's see. Remember, if you make a mistake, you can always start over. Let me see if Miss Knockhands can do a better job. There we go. Maybe I can draw Anne's little nap cap. I remember it had stripes. Yeah, so let's draw Anne. Let's give her a little hair, right? There we go. Maybe, and then you can color it, and underneath you can write her, you could write a couple words, like maybe we could write Anne's, an apostrophe S because it's hers, Anne's nap cap. So you choose what you want to draw and write about today from your story. Oh, I can't wait to see all of your beautiful and hard work today. Thank you so much for reading a story with me and for doing some really great thinking about the story and answering questions with me. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you Monday, have a great weekend and go outside and get lots of playtime in. Goodbye.